Okay, well now we're going to look to use some of the graphics calculator to solve some of the questions towards the end of the course. So, primary purpose is to use the graphics calculator to generate a regular payment from the given information in the problem. Then the question doesn't stop there. Once we get that payment, how much money do we totally pay? Well, it's the number of payments times by, how much each time. So let me look at this example here. So, calculate the monthly payments. So we're going to do that on the calculator using the following method. We click along here, we put the other numbers in, we'll get that number. So we're pushing to find this number. Once we have that number, what is the total amount paid? Well, it's the amount I pay each month times by how many times I pay. Now, that should come up in this question. It's 4 years, all right? Months. So it's written in the question, 4 years, months. Months are 12, so times by 4 would be the 48. So I'll make 48 payments of 383. So that's how much total I'd paid. Cool. So we use the calculator, graphics calculator to get this number. And then we just use normal thinking about maths problems and multiplying, subtraction to get the other numbers. Right, so if I paid 18,422, and it only cost me 16,500 to buy, how much extra did I pay? Now we agreed in this situation, I borrow so much money and I pay back more. That's what the interest is. So this is a loan, so the total paid, take out the starting value or principal, PV, principal, 16,500, PV, principal, and that will get the total of interest. So that's the money I borrowed, and this extra $2,000 or 1,922 is the actual how much extra it cost me to buy that car and use it 4 years earlier. Right, so that's the core issue that's going on here. For these sort of questions, there's going to be a regular payment. It's not going to be zero like the previous questions. Often, you're going to need to find that payment and then do some more maths with it. That's right, so I'm going to do question 1. Let's come down here, question 1. On the calculator. Well, calculator, menu, TVM or finance. Cool. Never going to use simple interest, it's going to be F2 compound. Got all these things here. So it's 5 years, right? Monthly payments. This N doesn't stand for years, it says how many payments. It's going to be 5 years times, this is the button for times 12 for monthly. So I'm going to pay a certain amount of money 60 times. Once every month for 5 years. That's how that N works. It doesn't stand just for years. Right, the I. 6%. Now, here it's already in percentage, so we just type 6. PV. It's a personal loan. So I've taken out the money. So I have the money, 12,000. Payment is what we're looking for. So we'll just leave it as 0 in the first step. Tricky. Here we will pay out of 5 years. What should the future value be after 5 years? We want the future value to be 0 after 5 years. 0. Now, here's the two things. We're going to pay monthly. So that will be P/Y is 12. We're going to compound monthly. Doesn't say it, but we'll just assume it's the same. Okay. And here we go. So that calculator is all set to go. There's one. Now we choose the letter for what we're looking for. So there's the different. We'll set it all up, and we're going to choose payment. We're going to do one part A, payment. So choose F4, the button underneath payment. Right, so it says that I need to pay $231. Like, that's what the minus means. I need to pay $231 and 99 cents each month. Okay, so let's have a look at this question from the ground up. Future value will equal 0. It's going to be paid off. That's what paid off means. Repaid. Okay. PV equals $12,000. Okay. Because it's monthly, P slash Y equals C slash Y equals 12. Cool. I equals 6%. Good. Here's the big one. How many times? Right, normally you wouldn't write that. Normally you just write N equals 5 years times 12 monthly. That's pretty well all the stuff that, and then we're going to highlight which one am I looking for. This is how you should set this out. Which one am I looking for? That's what I'm looking for. So let's put all that calculator again. So N 5 times 12. I equals 6. 12,000. Future value is 0. P slash Y, C slash Y are 12. That's coming from that sentence. There. Okay, now I'm going to find the payment. So, one part A. Payment equals. So on the calculator, we put all the values into the calculator and then we press the button for the one that we're looking for. Okay. So in my brain, I'd need to say what's going on here. $231.99 paid each month for 5 years. Cool. Right. These next two questions don't use the graphics part of the calculator. So the total paid I'll get there in a minute, equals N times payment. So this should be what should appear on your formula sheet. So in my problem, that is 60 times 5 times 12, 231.99. Now we already know and expect that this will be more than 12,000. Now to the calculator, where do I do normal maths? It's on menu, click, 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 run maths. 60 times 231.99. Okay. 13,919. 13,919 and apparently 40 cents. Now, interest. For a loan, I'm going to write this in capitals because it's always the same for loans. Interest equals total paid minus the amount borrowed, which is what? PV in this case. So for this question, interest equals total repaid minus total borrowed. Well, I'm just going to do this. I think it's about, well, let's do it on the calculator. All right, that much. Subtract what I originally borrowed. That's not quite what I meant. Let's try it again. 13,919 subtract 12000. Okay, 1919. Let's put some dollar signs on here so we know what's going on. So in short, to pay for this wedding 5 years early cost an extra $2,000. This is how we're going to use these questions. Hopefully you can follow that, and I'll pause this video now.